on tonight, but I want to ask you a question as I start. What is your most treasured possession? What is the thing that you like more than anything else?
Bread.
What is the thing that if your house was on fire you would make sure you got before you got out? Any ideas what your most treasured possession is?
A blanket.
Okay, we've got a blanket over here. Your phone? Okay, yeah, I have to say that my wife recently bought me an iPhone, and I'm not sure I could do without that. For all. Family was, yeah.
Photos from the past.
Photos, okay, yeah. Anything else? Teddy bear? Okay, I'm glad that was a girl said that, not a boy. Okay. Tonight, I want to talk for a wee while about the most important thing in your life. I want to talk about treasure. Treasure. What comes to mind when you hear the word treasure?
Parrots.
Parrots. Yep, that's right. Parrots. Treasure chest. Yep. Okay. Mummy? Yep. So, chocolate coins. I think that is actually chocolate coins there. So it is. I'm going to talk about treasure tonight. I don't know if you know who these guys are. Anyone know who they are? No? Okay. They are the Arctic monkeys. Has anyone heard of the Arctic monkeys? Few people? Okay. That's good. Why do I want to mention the Arctic monkeys? Because this week, just this week past, they released a new record. Yes, you heard me right. A new record. Not a CD, not a cassette, as they would have been in my day, but an actual record. They brought out a new record. Okay? And you can only buy them in Oxfam shops. Right? So I got one through the week there. And why I bought it, and why I'm linking it to treasure, is because inside two of the records, two out of all the, I don't know, so many thousands or so many millions across the UK, two of them contain tickets to the Reading and Leeds Festival. Right? Another 40 of them have been signed by the band. Now, I checked when I got home, and I haven't signed mine. Yeah, a wee bit of it, yeah. Can you imagine, and I'm not going off to the festival either, but can you imagine if you were an Arctic Monkeys fan? Yeah, maybe only 2 or 3 of them in the world, I don't know. But imagine you were an Arctic Monkeys fan and you got one that was signed by the band. How amazing would that be? Okay, maybe you wouldn't treasure it that much then. Jesus talks about treasure. And we're going to look tonight at what Jesus says about treasure. This is from Matthew chapter 13. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then in his joy he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who on finding one pearl of great value went and sold all that he had and bought it. So what's that all about? Back when Jesus walked on earth, there were no banks, so you couldn't go into the Bank of Jerusalem or the Ulster Bank. There were no safes, so what you would do if you had valuables is that you would bury them in a field, obviously your own field, okay? So that was the safest place for them to be, because no one else knew they were there, but you would know they were there. But sometimes people forgot about where they had buried them. And it seems that in the story, in the parable that Jesus tells, that the treasure was buried, but there was no map. There was no X marks the spot, as you normally get in those parrot stories. So there's a wee man, he's out digging in the field, and he finds treasure. We're not told what it is, we're just told that he finds some treasure, which is hidden in the field. And do you know what? He realizes what it's worth. He sees how precious it is. He sees that no matter what he has, nothing compares to what this treasure is. So what does he do? He goes and sells all that he has so that he can buy the field. And because he owns the field, he owns the treasure. And what does it say about him as he does that? Can you imagine going off to sell all that you have? Can you imagine me trying to part with my iPhone? I don't think I want to. But it says that as he finds the treasure, as he goes to sell all that he has, in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has. There's happiness, there's celebration whenever this man finds the treasure. And he realizes that nothing else compares to it. And because he has the treasure, he can rejoice.